on makeup earlier today, and then I was sort of running around the house cleaning and doing stuff, and then it kind of like leaked into my eyes. We have 2 more weeks until we're closed for Christmas, and I'm heading to the shops today to grab some last minute presents. I already got my Secret Santa present at work, but that person put in their wish list after I got my present, so hopefully she will still love it. And then I need to get some groceries to cook some dinner tonight and do a little bit of meal prep. So I don't really know what I'm making yet, but I'll just get some inspo from whatever I find there. It's been a little bit hectic and wild, just sort of crawling to the finish line. This week we also have a photo shoot on Thursday to update some staff profile photos. We have some new team members joining Little Windows, so we're going to get some updated photos, and that's usually a pretty tiring day. Stean and I will hopefully catch up as well to shoot some content for our next video. Maybe try to fit in a dinner out together as well. So hopefully it's going to be a smooth day at the shops and I'll find everything that I need and it's going to be seamless.
Hanging around God, cause darling, there was nothing right when all you seem to do is lie. Those days are gone, I'm walking tall while you're alone. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, be shaken but not stirred. Just a lesson that I've learned, and so it goes. Tables turn, and you're on your own. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better. I'm better off. When I look at what I've done now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know
Let's go. I'm gonna go in for this
thinking about what makes our job as psychologists and therapists really weird. And one of the things that stands out to me is that, you know, especially because I've been seeing some of my clients for 8 or more years now, long term, and, you know, these people will drop in and out of therapy as they need. It's one of the most intimate relationships you can experience in life. The types of conversations you have and the areas that you explore together, and the strange and quirky and super intimate details you hear about someone's life, who even people in their own life don't necessarily know about. It's very, very intimate and close, yet they don't really know anything about yourself. They might know that, you know, you have a child, or, you know, what your favorite color is, or, you know, what you ate for lunch that day, like really kind of generic things that come up in general chit-chat conversation when you're easing into a session, or coming out of a session, you know, like where are you going on the Christmas holidays, that kind of thing. But they don't really know you as a therapist and what your struggles are or anything like that. So then at the same time, it's not a one-way street, because it's a human-to-human connection that is really meaningful and has a lot of really strange and interesting part of our work.
Job. Your energy is going out to contain another person, but you're also containing and regulating yourself constantly throughout the day. So a big part of the process is, you know, getting yourself sorted in the morning so that you feel a little bit okay, that you have enough nutrients and nourishment, and then being able to space yourself between clients and making sure that you stay connected to yourself, stay connected to your energy levels, but also be able to really tune into your client each time. When you go into such heavy content and then you come back out and suddenly you're just out at dinner with your friends or with your family and just doing normal everyday things. So it's a bit of a weird job in that way. Sometimes some stories can really capture you in a different way, or sort of trigger different points within you that you didn't realize before compared to other stories. So there's some tender points within yourself that you need to check in with as well. There's a lot to navigate when you're a therapist, both mentally, emotionally, and physically, even spiritually. So it's really important to find different ways to really meet your basic needs. I haven't yet had breakfast, and I have a client session in half an hour, so I'm going to quickly scoff something down at work.
Once when I was seeing a therapist who I don't see anymore, this was about 10-15 years ago now, I was at a workshop. My therapist happened to be at the same workshop, and she was so lovely. Like, she came up and gave me a hug and sat at my table. But for me, I think it was it felt too weird for me, because you go to therapy, I guess it depends on what you're talking about, but when you're going to therapy, some of the things you talk about can feel so sensitive and really vulnerable and really, really private. You might not have even talked about it with anyone before. So then when you're using a different part of your brain and you're out in the world, and especially when you're in a professional setting as a therapist yourself, it can feel like there's two parts of you that kind of contradict each other and you don't really know how to be around your therapist in another context. So that's an example of when I really struggled to interact with my therapist outside of the therapy room.
I wrote so many things down.
Yeah.
When you're a therapist, you spend so much time just sitting, and sometimes you don't even move a muscle of your body. If you're listening to someone who's disclosing, really heavy trauma to you, you're kind of just sitting there really plugged in, and you don't move your body at all. So something that can really help between sessions is to move. I've had sessions where I've felt like I need to move something through my body that I've been holding for an hour, and it can be like doing squats. It can
love
be
squats.
it can be like particular movements to shake something off.
Yeah.
You do psychology. Can you read my mind? What am I thinking right now? Tell me. Oh, you psychoanalyzing me with your psycho babble boo. Psycho